A man who had been exposed to asbestos throughout his child and his adult life has been handed a legal victory by the United States District Court in Delaware. Gerald L. Hickman filed an asbestos lawsuit against Ford Motor Company and several other companies, accusing them of being responsible for his asbestosis and asbestos-related pleural disease. Ford filed a motion for summary judgment, arguing that there was no proof that their products were responsible for Mr. Hickman's illness, but upon review of the case, the judges disagreed and denied the automotive company's argument. The facts of the case tell a remarkable story of nearly continuous exposure to asbestos over the years. Mr. Hickman's father owned and operated a service station that offered brake repairs on Ford and other vehicles using asbestos-contaminated parts. His father would carry the asbestos dust home on his work clothes. As he grew older, Hickman took on jobs working for other gas stations and repair shops, engaging in repair work himself. He even had a part-time job during his stint in the Navy when he worked at a service station where repairs were done. Finally, later in his life he did repair work on a 1970 Ford Mustang belonging to his first wife. In each of these environments, he was exposed to Ford auto parts that contained asbestos. Though Ford's summary judgment argument in the asbestos lawsuit indicated that there was no proof that Mr. Hickman's asbestosis and asbestos-related pleural disease were caused by their products, the judges in the case disagreed, saying that Hickman had provided sufficient evidence that Ford supplied original asbestos-containing brakes, and that he was exposed to this asbestos when he performed personal automotive work on his first wife's new 1970 Ford Mustang. The court also indicated that there was more than enough evidence that Ford knew that their brakes contained asbestos. The evidence of his other's exposures was not as strong because he could not provide records on the specific vehicles that had been serviced at the stations where he worked. As a result, the negligence and failure to warn asbestos lawsuits are able to proceed. When a person is exposed to asbestos, they are immediately at risk for mesothelioma, as well as asbestosis, the condition that Mr. Hickman suffered. In many cases, the companies that included asbestos in their products were aware of its dangers, but proceeded anyway. If you have been a victim of this type of disregard, there is plenty of help available to you. Contact mesothelioma.net at 1-800-692-8608 to speak to our patient advocates and learn more. Terry Oppenheimer is an independent writer, editor and proofreader. She graduated from the College of William and Mary with a degree in English. Her dreams of a writing career were diverted by a need to pay her bills. She spent a few years providing copy for a major retailer, then landed a lucrative career in advertising sales. With college bills for all three of her kids paid, she left corporate America for a return to her original goal of writing. She specializes in providing content for websites and finds tremendous enjoyment in the things she learns while doing her research. Her specific areas of interest include health and fitness, medical research, and the law.